Hello, everyone! This is Sigtal Lord here, and I am excited to be here with you for analysis of the upcoming matchups for the next level of the Skin Brawl 2018. Uh, Folks, I cannot tell you, this has been an incredible fight so far, and some primo skins have made it through. With me, I do have the Skin Brawl commissioner himself, Gotta Get Lucky, as well as Nickelbacher, one of the best casters ever made, and Great Beard of Odin, incredible player. Gentlemen, how you doing this evening?
Doing pretty good.
Fantastic.
Getting ready to get in and sink my teeth into these tasty, tasty skins.
Oh, well, I'm ready to hop right into it. So, Lucky, what do you got for us?
Well, we got the 8 matchups of the Sweet 16. I'm really excited to hear you guys talk about some of them. We had some huge upsets last round with River Spirit Nami taking out Master Chef Tom Kench, Black Frost Anivia taking out Pulsefire Ezreal, Battle Boss Malzahar blowing away Arcade Hecarim. So I'm excited to see what this round has to hold and what our two analysts here think of the matchups.
Well, let's hop right into it. Looking at our first matchup, we have Elementalist Lux versus Blood Moon Jin. Tell me, Great Beard, what do you think?
Both these skins have awesome splash arts, whatever, but in game, I had to give it to Lux just due to the large combination of possibilities she has with all those different transformations. In game, the only thing I really like about the Jin skin is when he ults, it makes a really sick sound effect.
I agree with that. They really put the extra touch in that ultimate. Just so much work went into Elementalist Lux. Nickel, thoughts?
Well, this is going to be a touch matchup for me because I'm a sucker for both of these skins. I mean, Elementalist Lux, it's just like, well, basically what Odin said. We got two awesome splash arts. I mean, you got light versus dark here. You got a vampire artist thing, demon versus 16-year-old Animu elementalist something or other. I mean, you got two sides of the spectrum here. It's going to be tough for people to take a look at these and like figure are they going to go for. But my bias, all for it. I'm going to have to agree. I'm going to have to go for Elementalist Lux. I'm just a sucker for Lux skins, and this, like Odin said, the possibilities that come from the skin is just what tops it off as well. I think it's going to be a tough contender to beat.
Could not agree more. Very difficult matchup for Blood Moon Jin. We're going to have to see how he fares. Our next matchup, we do have the Dark Horse, Spirit Guide Nami, and, River Spirit Nami. Sorry, folks, if I offended anyone.
Same crap.
Yeah, she knows her job. And Black Frost Anivia, who I'm still surprised in the tournament as well. Nickel, who takes it?
This one's kind of a crapshoot. I'm surprised by both of these making as far as they did. I mean, I didn't vote for them, but just from looking at the splash art, I'm gonna have to go with River Spirit Nami. It's just that Anivia skins just don't do too much for me, and yeah, I have not much more to say on that.
Well, my opinion, there's only one river skin, and that's the king of the river himself, Tom Kench. Nami, you just can't cut it.
Indeed.
Odin, thoughts?
Honestly, this matchup, I don't think it really matters. Both these skins I don't see making it and winning their next round anyways. There's nothing, I guess, really special about either skin that really gets me hyped for them. They're just, for me, the kind of just forgettable skins that I'm just surprised they made it this far when so many amazing skins have already been eliminated, and then we have these two still in the running.
Big letdown, but that's what a dark horse does. Ruins your bracket.
Always.
Let's move on. Looking at it, we have big matchup here. Final boss Veigar versus Forecast Janna. You start me off, Nickel.
This is going to be another hard one. Both these skins are very well done. I mean, Forecast Janna has to be my favorite skin for Janna, and Final Boss Veigar is one of my favorite skins for Veigar. With my nerdiness, I might have to just go with Final Boss Veigar. Just it's a well-made skin, and the splash art just looks nice, and it just reminds me, anything from Veigar just reminds me of, oh boy, I'm having a hard time remembering. Final Fantasy IX, the Black Mage. What's his name? Vivi.
Vivi.
Yeah, that's
it.
Yeah, this one just reminds me of like a techno Vivi, and it's just amazing.
It's just one of those defining skins for the arcade set that really put the whole bundle together. Odin, thoughts?
I do love the final boss Veigar. I mean, Forecast Jana is cool and all. I don't know. It just doesn't. It's one of those skin lines that I don't think it really fits anywhere just because there's nothing to go with it. So I gotta give it to final since it is part of a larger theme. Plus, Veigar has like one of the best laughs in the game, so I gotta give it to Veigar.
I'm gonna ride the line here, folks. Final boss Veigar. Moving on to the next round. Speaking of, now we have Darkstar Oriana versus Arcade Ori. I'm very, very on the fence here. Two incredible skins. Which is going to come out on top? Odin, thoughts?
Sorry, what skins here?
Darkstar Oriana and Arcade Ori.
Okay, so I'm rooting for Arcade Ori here. Like I like the dark skin the Darkstar line, but for me the Oriana one is like the kind of the disappointment of the group. And then I just like the Ori. It's that more of an upbeat kind of skin, and then the way she was designed, I think, just really fits her character.
I agree, and the Arcade Ori is just such a good splash art. Just fits the theme so well. Is he correct? Is he incorrect? Nickel, tell me.
Oh, he's totally correct. And I'm going to tell you why. Well, this is my bias coming forefront right here. I am a frickin' weeb. And Arcade Ori is just an awesome skin. I mean, nerdiness, girls coming together, and then just the splash art is just so well done. I mean, we got the kind of like game overlay on the front, and then collecting coins like she's actually like inside of a game. Nerds paradise right here.
You heard it here. Nickel's waifu is Arcade Ori. Everyone, write that down. Gonna be important later. Moving on, we do have Dread Nova Gangplank versus Darkstar Thresh. Darkstar Thresh is probably my favorite out of the Darkstar series, but Dread Nova Gangplank just very intimidating. Nickel, who takes it?
Boy, this is a little bit of a tougher matchup because it's not. These skins don't really pop out at me too much, but I might have to agree with you. Darkstar Thresh does look very intimidating to me. Well, Dread Nova Gangplank's no pushover himself because I mean, look, he's got something exploding in the background, and he's just walking away with like a badass with his sword and his gun just holstered, you know. But then Thresh is causing an explosion, so I think he might have the leg up here. I might just have to go with Darkstar Thresh because of that.
Without having the full story, I can't quote you on the explosion, but the fact that Dread Nova is walking away, Dread Nova Gangplank is walking away without looking at it, it does take it to that next level. Are we talking to an idiot, Odin? Is Nickel right?
I don't know. For me, it is all about the Darkstar Thresh in this one here. I mean, both skins in game. I mean, the Darkstar Thresh splash art I think is way better than Gangplank's, and then in game they both look visually solid, but where Gangplank's skin really lets me down is the sound effects. They don't sound menacing, like, especially when he ults. It's just a bunch of like pew pew noises versus like nice, satisfying, thunderous explosions. Whereas Darkstar, everything is it's a complete solid skin all the way around, from in game to splash art to sounds. I gotta give it to the Darkstar Thresh.
Well, I'm glad we're all on the same court here. Moving on, we have Darkstar Varus versus Project Vayne. Darkstar has performed so well in this tournament. I don't know if I want to toe the line here, but I would just barely give it to Varus. Project Vayne, just not one of the most impressive Project skins. Odin, are you with me? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I totally agree with it. The Darkstar, it's just impressive splash art, looks good in game. Project Vayne, it is the letdown of the Project skins. It's not, I guess, robotic enough for me to fit that mecha, that Project line there. It looks more like the Bullet Angel Kaisa line type theme. more than Project.
I agree completely. Nickel, thoughts?
This is going to be another toss-up here because both these skins to me look good, and plus, the Project skins just for me is just an awesome skin line. You're kind of got like two ends of the spectrum. Like we got space on the left, and then just techno cyber on the right. It's going to two types of fan bases here, and it's really tough to say. But I tend to agree, as most probably everybody does, is that the Project Vayne is just kind of the short end of the stick when it comes to the Project skins. And then we have Darkstar Varus over here on the left. It's just, and plus, is he as big as a planet? That's just, I need to question that because I've seen the splash art and it looks like that his bow is bigger than the planet, and he's gonna like Death Star or something. I don't know.
I don't know how many suns he had to absorb to do that, but I agree. Darkstar Varus is going to take this. Folks, put it on your bracket. Write it down. This is gospel stuff. Moving on, we do have Battle Boss Malzahar versus Godstaff Jax. Now, I am a very big fan of these varying God series, like the ones we have with Lee Sin, and this Godstaff Jax just continues that trend for me. Just very well animated. Nickel, thoughts?
Yeah, these two are pretty good skins as well. I mean, the splash arts for them are beautiful. I might have to go. I know I was kind of saying before that like I'm a sucker for cyber and everything, but I'm also a sucker for like classic, just old like karate kung fu type looking themes. And Godstaff Jax, that just completes it, and it looks amazing with the champion. So I might have to give this to Godstaff Jax, although this is a pretty close one for me.
Could not agree more. Just a solid competition, just edging out in Jax's favor with us. Do you agree with us, Odin?
Yeah, I want to need to be the copycat here and go with the Godstaff Jax here. Like, you look at Malzahar, sure, it's a coolish splash art, but when you compare it to the other Battle Boss splash arts, it's just kind of a letdown compared to the others. Because they all kind of look more menacing and have more personality, whereas the Malzahar one really doesn't have much personality to it.
Yeah, he really is the mini boss of the boss battle skins. So
Yeah.
we can all agree with that.
Although I got a question, like again, what's with Raito and these like very large champions here? Because it looks like that he's gonna just crush a car in his hand.
Well, he's a boss. He's got to be large and intimidating.
Veigar's like a foot tall. Like what?
Well,
where was he?
Yordle.
Yes, but what the frick is Malzahar? Is he a freaking Titan? Like I didn't think so, but I guess.
Well, I don't see Corky going for the nape of his neck, so I don't believe that's the case. It could be perspective. Maybe Corky's like 100 miles away.
Lost opportunity. All right.
Oh, well, next up we have Dunkmaster Darius versus Moo Cow Alistar. These are some tournament favorite folks, and this is going to come down to the wire with this one. I'm going to have to ride a little bit on the side of caution, giving this to Moo Cow Alistar, just because of the history that he has with the LCUS. But Dunkmaster Darius is not an opponent to be taken lightly. Nickel, thoughts?
This is probably. I said that Arcade Ari was probably the hardest one, but this might be harder in in the Sweet 16, at least to say. Like, we got Moo Cow Alistar, a fan favorite for, not a caster favorite via Kenos, but a favorite of many for, especially with one of our teams, more Cowbell, and they only bringing out the champ like a couple of times. Shame on you guys. But just a really good skin. The emotes are awesome. The theme is awesome. Just has that very funny Toy Story vibe to it. And plus, I can't say any more for that. It's just an awesome skin. But then we also have Dunkmaster Darius. I mean, you could not have a more accurate skin for what his ult does. I mean, when people have this skin and play Darius, if you're not singing "Come on and slam" and "Welcome to the Jam," like, are you even human? I don't know. But just because of the history and just because it'll annoy Kenos, I might have to give this to Moo Cow Alistar.
at the end of the day, that's all of our goals. Make Kinos as inconvenienced as possible. Are you trying to inconvenience Kinos as well, or are you going to ride his line? Are you going to make sure that he comes out on top and that Mukau Alistar fails? Tell me, Odin.
For me, this is an easy decision because one of these skins I hate with an absolute passion. So I'm going to go with the Moonstar Alistar simply because of the cowbell. Because I hate Dunk Master Darius. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about this skin. It is the most tilting skin to play against in game. I don't know. Maybe it's because I hate basketball. Maybe it's because of the sound effects, or it's just when he gets those 5 stacks, it's just so in your face, and it's just so annoying to deal with. And
but that's the point.
It's what makes me hate it so much. And how can you go against a cowbell? I mean, they take a meme and turn it into a skin. How can you beat that?
Ask any Teemo main, and he will tell you that the whole point of a skin is to tilt your opponent. Because that mind games that are there. So that might give Dunkmaster more of an edge, but I think we're all in agreement here. Mukau Alistar 100%. It's going to be close, but it's going to be Mukau.
It ain't going to beat Arcade Ari, but I'll let it slide this time.
Mukau's going to be at the end of the game here ringing his bell with a victory.
Well, folks, I think that brings us to the end of our skin showdown for this section of the bracket. Really excited to see you vote. Lucky, how long is this going to be open?
This will be open till end of day tomorrow or early Friday morning, depending on when I have a chance to close the data.
All right, folks, you're on the clock. Make sure. Head to the Facebook, that's Let's Talk About League, or you could check out the LCUS group. Head there, vote. While you're at it, finish this video, check out our other incredible content on this channel, and every Sunday, check us out. We're going to be bringing the finals this upcoming weekend, Easter Sunday. All right? Thank you all. And thank you for joining me, Nickelbacher, Great Beard of Odin, and Gotta Get Lucky. A pleasure as always.
Not a problem. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, my pleasure. It was fun.
Thank you.
Everyone have a great day.
Yep, you as well.